Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time it's going to be Lost World Dinos. In my opinion, one of the best going second decks this format. It's got a lot of things going for it, a lot of disruption, just ways to stop your opponent, and then OTK him pretty easily. So, to start off with, we play the Heart and Soul of the deck, Soul Eating Oviraptor. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can either add a dino to your hand or send one to the grave, which most of the time you're going to want to be adding, like Conductor Tyranno or Miscellaneousaurus, and then sending, you'll want to be either sending Miscellaneousaurus or Coatlas, but you have a lot of options of stuff you can add or send. That this card is just super good. Also, when it's on the field, it's got an effect where you can target one other level 4 or lower dinosaur monster on the field, destroy it, then special summon one from your graveyard in defense position. So that comes up, especially when you're using the Lost World field spell card. There's a really cool combo you can do. I'll show you that a little bit later. So 3 of those definitely. Another one that came off the ban list, Miscellaneousaurus. It's great in the grave because you just banish it and however many other dinosaur monsters you want, and then special summon however many you banished that level from the deck. So if you have just one of him, there's a card you can special summon. 2, I don't know if there's any 3, and then 4 if you banish him, and 3 others you can special summon, even a Soul Eating Oviraptor. So that's a very good card. Also, since it is at 3, you'll find yourself using it as a hand trap a lot too, because you'll be able to have it in hand more often. And if you discard this, dinosaur monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. So basically, if you open these 2 and you discard this, you're going to protect Oviraptor from like hand traps like Ash or Effect Veiler. So very good card. And then the other one we play at 3 is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. You don't have to play it at 3. I like it because I really don't ever feel like it's a brick if I see more than one. Obviously, if you have nothing, you have nothing, but seeing 2, it's pretty easy to summon them out. You just gotta banish 2 dinosaur type monsters from your graveyard. So not too difficult to get them out, and then you got other ways of adding them to hand or special summoning him as well. And we also play 2 Overtext Coatlas. I feel like 2 is fine because if you happen to see one, it's super easy. Well, not super easy, but it's easier now than it ever has been to summon this out, because you just have to banish, or you just have to shuffle 5 of your banished dinos into the deck to special summon him, and he's just a free spell trap negate. And then, good attack power. Also, if he's sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 double evolution pill, or evolution pill from your deck to your hand. So like I said, sending him with Oviraptor is a very good play as well, just to get that double evolution pill. So those are kind of like your main, dino cards. Some kind of support ones that we play. 3 Pankratops. Like I said, this is a going second deck, and this is one of the best going second cards. So why not play it? And it's also a dinosaur, so it is searchable. Also, we got another way of searching it, Stegosaur. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Dino Wrestler from your deck to your hand. And we got a very easy way of special summoning him. And it also comes up, too, because he's level 4 Earth. I'll explain that a little bit later. Play 2 Doggoran. Very good. Kaijus are obviously very good going second, so why not play a searchable Kaiju in this deck? 2 Baby Ceratosaurus. These you're normally going to want to be seeing in your hand when you have Conductor Tyranno on the field. You'll want to see one of these, because then you can destroy You just destroy a card in your hand or the field to then change all your opponent's monsters to face down defense position with Tyranno. And this is usually the card you want to destroy, because then you can special summon out another monster from the deck just for even more damage. So this one's going to be special summoning a level 4 or lower, and it's got no claws, so it can attack. Play this other one, Petite Pterodon. This one is going to be special summoning a level 4 or higher if it's destroyed. So kind of the same effect, but it cannot attack that turn. But you're going to be able to special summon stuff like Coatlas or Doggeran, you know, some higher attack power stuff that then you can do some damage or negates the following turn. That's those guys. I'll just kind of move those out of the way. Show the last few one-ofs that we play for dinos. One Giant Rex. If this card is banished, you can special summon it, and it's another level 4 Earth. Super easy, you know, for rank 4 plays, because that's mostly what you're going to be doing with this deck. Is if you do go into the extra deck, is either synchro plays or just a really good rank 4. So Giant Rex is very good. And then one Jirac-Aeolo. This is your level 1 card that you're going to be special summoning off of Miscellaneous Source, and it's your tuner. So there's some cards in the extra deck that are very, very good that you can go into because of this card. So that's it for the dinosaurs. The last of the monsters we play is just 3 hand traps. I'm choosing Ash Blossom for this particular build, but you can do 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Droll and Lockbird, just something to, you know, slow down your opponent, because you're going to be going second. You don't want them to go totally off. So Ash Blossom's a very good choice. Spells we're going to be playing, 3 Lost World. This is your most important one. If you open up say like Lost World and Soul Eating Oviraptor, activate this, and then you normal summon. This is going to give your opponent a token, and it's actually a level 1 dinosaur token. And you'll want to send, we'll say you're going to send Miscellaneousaurus, and then you can use his second effect to destroy one other dinosaur monster on the field, level 4 or lower. So you try to destroy that token. And then Lost World's effect is if another, let's see, once per turn of normal monster on the field will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy that many dinosaur type monsters from your hand or deck instead. So since it's a token, it's considered a normal monster. So you're going to use his effect to target the token to try to destroy it. Lost World's going to kick in. You can destroy another card from your deck, which is always going to be, you know, like a baby, one of the 2 babies. And then you're going to be special summoning out, you know, whatever you want, whatever you need. You know, you can go into another 4, and then go into a rank 4 if you want. You got kind of a lot of options for that, but that's just a cool kind of going first thing you can do with Lost World. And also, all monsters on the field lose 500 attack except dinosaur monsters. So that comes up as well with a few extra deck cards that we play. Well, that's just a really good card. Want to see it as much as you can in your opening hand. The other field spell we play is World Dino Wrestling. We're never really going to use it in the field spell. We usually just want it in the grave, because you banish this from the graveyard and you can special summon 1 Dino Wrestler from your deck. So like I said, that's usually going to be Stegosaur, and then Stegosaur is going to get you to special summon him by banishing this from the grave, and then you can add this, or you can just straight up just special summon a Pankratops just by banishing this from the grave. So very good card. Terraforming to search out any of them, because say you do have a Lost World and a Terraforming, and you don't have a way of getting this to the grave, I would probably search out a Dino Wrestling, activate it, and then activate your Lost World over it to get this to the grave. that's just a simple way of getting it if you happen to have both of them. But yeah, terraforming for searching them out. 3 fossil dig for searching any level 6 or lower dinosaur monster. Normally going to be either Miscellaneousaurus or Soul Eating Oviraptor. Those are pretty much the main ones you're going to be searching out. You can search out the babies too. 2 double evolution pill. I never feel like I need 3 because this is searchable pretty easily, and it's only once per turn that you can activate it, so you only ever want to see 1 in your hand at any given time. But it is an extremely good card for special summoning out either Overtex Coatlas or Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It's just a very, very easy way of getting them out. All you gotta do is just banish 1 dinosaur and 1 non-dinosaur monster from your graveyard and special summon 1 level 7 or higher dinosaur from your deck, just ignoring its summoning conditions. Another card we play at 2 is Foolish Burial Goods. We are only playing that to ditch World Dino Wrestling, just because that's such a good play. Just basically getting a monster on board and adding a monster to hand for free is just too good. Foolish Burial for mostly sending Miscellaneousaurus or Overtex Coatlas, and then Monster Reborn for special summoning whatever you got in grave. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. Extra deck, you saw the first card, Pentastag. This one, so say you have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno made, and then so you had this made, and then you make him right under Pentastag. This says if your linked monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. So you're going to be flipping all your opponent's monsters face down, and then you can attack each and every single one of them. But with Pentastag, you're going to be dealing piercing battle damage. So if you don't win off of that, if you're able to do all that, it's just a very good card in this deck. Strongly recommend playing that. Underclock Taker, kind of the same thing, just an OTK enabler. You're just going to be stealing, or your opponent's monster is going to be losing attack equal to the attack of a monster you choose, which is usually going to be Conductor Tyranno if you can, and then just dealing a ton of damage to him. Now Reproducus, not only is it a dinosaur, so if you need a way of getting just another dinosaur to the grave, that's an easy way of just make him and then link him away into something else. But the main reason we play him is for Naturia Beast, because say you happen to have Giant Rex on board, and then you have Miscellaneousaurus in the grave, which is, like I said, is pretty easy to do. You'll just banish this, special summon the Aeolo, your tuner, to the zone this points to, and then you can change the attribute of the monster it points to, and you'll change it to Earth, and then you'll have a level 1 Earth tuner and a level 4 Earth monster to go into your Naturia Beast. So that's just a super easy way of doing that, and that's really the only links we play. You don't need much. You're not going to be trying to link climb. You're basically just going to be trying to OTK your opponent with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and you'll accomplish that quite a bit. Very good deck to do that. Your ranked 4s, like I said, that's most of what you're going to be going into when it comes to XYZ monsters. Lagia is one of the best ones, especially going first. Basically, so it takes two level 4 dinosaur monsters, and then during either player's turn, when a monster would be normal or special summoned, or a spell or trap activated, you can detach 2 and negate it and destroy it. So this is basically like a Solemn Judgment on legs. And it's not dinosaur, which comes up every now and then, because like I said, for double evolution pill, you have to banish 1 dinosaur and 1 non-dinosaur. So most of the time that's going to be like one of your XCs that you banish along with a dinosaur, or like an Ash Blossom along with the dinosaur. So that's actually fine that it's not a dinosaur. And then the other one we play is Dolka. This one's actually 2 disruptions. It's just for monster negation. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you detach 1, negate the activation, and destroy it. And it's not once per turn, and you're just detaching 1, so you can use that twice on your opponent's turn, which is very good against a lot of decks. So, you know, I find most of the time I want to make Lagia because it just negates anything. But every now and then, you know, especially if you know what you're playing, Dolka is even better in some cases. Play that one. Ragna Zero seems like a weird choice, but when you look at Lost World, because that's going to be affecting all of your opponent's non-dinosaur monsters, they'll lose their attack. This then becomes just an amazing card, because during either player's turn, you're going to detach 1, target 1 monster attack position monster your opponent controls whose attack is different. You'll destroy it, and you'll draw a card. So it's disruption, and you're getting some advantage by drawing. Really good card. Dugaris, I've explained this in a lot of my other videos, but it's a newer XYZ monster that just allows you to draw, and it's very good. And actually, since you're going to be OTKing a lot, sometimes you'll be making him just a special summon a monster from your graveyard, and you're going to be skipping your next main phase, but, you know, if you win that turn, that really doesn't matter. So, really good card. Daigusto Emerald, you're going to be having quite a few monsters in your grave, so every now and then, if you just need some more card advantage, just make him, shuffle them into the deck, draw a card. It's just super easy to make. Abyss Dweller shuts down a lot of decks, so if you need to shut down your opponent's graveyard for a turn or 2, that's your best way of doing it. Baguska, I never make it too much. Usually it's just like if you kind of brick a little bit, or you know, you do that opening play with Soul Eating Oviraptor in Lost World, and then you need to make a rank 4. You know, that'll slow down some decks. Sometimes even stop them for a few turns. And then Exiton Knight. Again, it doesn't come up as much as it did back in the day, but the times it does, it's very good, and you're very glad you have it. So, blowing up the board is never a bad thing. And now for the Synchros, Naturia Beast. That's kind of the main one you want to go in, especially first turn, or mostly first turn. Going second, you'll want to make Chanbara. It's just requires 1 level 4 and then Aolo, and you don't have to mess with its attribute to make this. And then Atrishula, again, going second because you really can't use it going first. But I find that if I'm making this, I was going to win anyway, and this just kind of, adds a little bit more to the board. And then the last card we play is Chimeratech Mega Fleet. Obviously, you didn't see any Cyber Dragons in the main, but we do play them in the side, and this is just super, super good going second. So if you are absolutely sure you're going second, there's some cards you can side out to side in Cyber Dragon, and then this just flat out gets rid of problem monsters that your opponent makes. That's it for those. I'll show you a quick side deck. 3 Droll and Lock. As I've said before, it's really good against pendulums or any deck that just searches a lot, which there are actually quite a few decks that do that. 2 Effect Veiler. Just a super, super good versatile hand trap. And that's it for the hand traps, because you're already playing Ash Blossom and a lot of going second cards. Going first, if you have to go first, I've always liked this. 3 Twin Twisters, 3 Anti-Spell. I feel is really good going first. You can opt to play like Solemn Strikes or Solemn Judgments, stuff like that. But I find that these are just good against almost any deck, because any deck is going to play spells. They'll have to set them all because I have Anti-Spell, and then on my turn, then I'll activate Twin Twisters, pop 2 of theirs. So they're just losing a lot of cards just off of me playing, a couple cards that really don't harm me that much. 3 Cyber Dragon. As I said, it's for, you know, the Mega Fleet. And the last card is Chimeric Fortress. If you know you're playing against like a monster, or sorry, a machine deck, I like to side this in. You know, obviously Cyber Dragons. If you're playing against that deck, this is amazing. But then there's even other ones like Orcus, all their Link monsters and Xyz monsters and, you know, effect monsters are all machine. So you can disrupt their boards with this as well. Yeah, that's the deck, guys. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Comment down below, you know, with some stuff you might want to see. Yeah, thanks guys for watching.